This is saxydee on the beat right now with my first tutorial on the introduction to saxophone. Now the first thing I will show you is the parts of the saxophone. You have to get familiar with your instrument first before you can be able to play the instrument. So the first thing I will show you the parts of the instrument. First you have the reed, and this is the reed. Now the reed is a very important thing. It's wooden. You can get it either wooden or plastic, but I have a wooden one here. Very important to play the sax, and if you don't have a good one, I think you should better get a new one. Then first thing you need to do when you want to play sax is make sure you wet your reed first, either with your mouth, or you can put it inside maybe a bucket of water or something, just to make it more efficient. It makes you play much more efficient and louder and clearer. So next thing you need to do is this is the ligament. The ligament is what we use to adjust, to fix the mouthpiece and the reed together as one. So it's adjustable actually, like you can see here, something like this and like this. You can adjust it like this, and then also, so what you're gonna do when you want to fix the ligament with the reed together, you can do something like this. Make sure your reed is properly aligned with your mouthpiece this way. You make sure it's something like this. So now when it's aligned, the next thing you do, you fix it with your ligament this way. So you do something like this and adjust it this way. You see it, and make sure your adjusting part is lower at the lower part and not up here. So what you do is something like this, and then make sure it's tight enough. Tighten it here like this, and your mouthpiece is fixed. So now when I make a sound, it goes like very loud and clear. But if it's not tight enough, it wouldn't be that clear. So next thing is the neck. This is the neck of the saxophone. So this is the part this part here, which goes like this, is what brings about the octave notes. And this connects the mouthpiece to the saxophone, the main saxophone itself. So how we do here is, what we do here is we connect the reed, the mouthpiece and the neck together, something like this. You go this way and it's done this way. So now I have to make it sound like louder, right? So that's, I think this what you do next. So next thing you do, you want to know about some parts of the saxophone. Many people say the saxophone is like very complicated, and how do I get these keys and everything? So first thing you do, you want to know is the parts of the saxophone here. Now this part here is the bell. This is the bell. From here to here is the bell. This is what brings out most of the sounds, even though the holes too bring out the sounds. So that's what we call it, a woodwind instrument. So then you have the left hand keys, you have the right hand keys. So on the left hand keys first, which are the upper keys here, you have those white ones here, which are the major keys of the saxophone. These are the major keys here, 1, 2, 3, and then you just got some other minor keys here, which you use like this and like this. You can hit them like this with your pinky finger. Then also you have the right palm keys. These are the right palm keys here, 1, 2, 3. You hit them like this with the palm, this side of your mouthpiece this way. Also you have the thumb keys, which are this. We also call this the octave key. So you use your thumb like this, you hit it this way. You can see my hand, then it goes like this. You notice here moving closer like this. So then you have the right hand keys also. For the right hand keys, you got 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5 here, because your pinky fingers hits this too. But most time this one it's kind of a minor key, so depending on the key you're playing on, but for this is a major key here. So what you're gonna do is you fix your hand like this. Make sure whenever you're playing the saxophone, you put your hand on all of them to start wherever you started from. Don't jump a key because you want to play from a little under. So the next thing I'm showing you now is working your thumb part. You fix your thumb here to gives you strength when you're playing the saxophone, because if you put your hands like somewhere here or something like this, you wouldn't be comfortable playing the sax. So this is made for you just to put it like this, and I think it's much more comfortable this way. So the next thing I'll show you is how to connect the saxophone together each other. So what you do here is your neck, you fixed your mouthpiece already. So the next thing you do is your neck here. You see here, you got an adjustable part here. So you lose it first this way, and after losing, fix your neck. Make sure it's tight again. and just make the neck firm so it stays like this. Very strong and tight here. So now the next thing that you need to do is make sure this part here is connected here on this one here. So it makes octave key like this. So it goes like this. So this like this, now your saxophone is ready to play with. So the last thing you need to do is to strap it on here. Make sure you connect it to this place. Don't just connect it anywhere because you might spoil the saxophone that way. But you have a hole here where you can connect it to. So it's removable.